The RIIL is kind of a relationship system called Play On Sports. It's an internet website, and they give their own web page and stuff. So it's doing this. We're going to do a couple of the I think the lower division championship games. The game that Cox doesn't provide coverage for. We'll do those games.
Who's Cox covering?
Usually 1 and 2. They usually do 1 and 2. I haven't heard yet. Yeah, I haven't heard. But I'll be back out Sunday somewhere.
I got the game. I got the 2 game on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Down at noon time down at
Is
East Greenwich.
East Greenwich? Yeah, I don't know. Is 2 and 1 playing at East Greenwich?
No, one's playing at Francis Stadium, 2's at East Greenwich, 3 is at the stadium, 4 is at East Greenwich.
Yeah, I think I'm doing 2 and 4 in East Greenwich. Which is good. That's an easy setup for me. We do it like a 3-camera shoot, open it up. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Nice AD too. Yeah. Can you handle this down there?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Just go to program. That will. So, yeah. So once in a while, I want you to check and just go live stream, and just make sure you get a live stream going. How you doing?
Good. Eddie, you gonna run the clock?
Yeah.
Good man.
So right now this would be live.
Yep, that's live. Perfect. Good.
Do you want me to get off this?
Yep, you can go back the other side and get yourself warmed up there a little bit.
Are you guys streaming this somewhere?
Yeah, we're trying to.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. Technology is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I know it. God.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, is that high definition we're looking
No.
at, or is that just a regular
That's
digital?
That's just a regular camera shot. We don't have the internet speeds here to.
Now, where does
like that.
you're doing a play-by-play as well?
I'm gonna try. Gotta keep my fingers crossed.
Now, where does this go? This goes to a website, or
Yes,
it goes?
the RIIL has a website now through this company called Play On Sports.
Oh, okay.
And they actually, so people would go to go to the RIIL site and
They go to Play On Sports and they'll see it.
they'll go to the RIIL site and it'll bring them over there. Correct.
That's
Yeah.
neat. Now, is that a free thing for them, or do
Yep.
they have to?
It's free.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hopefully it all works out.
Gee, yeah.
I'm gonna run down to the truck and grab my pencils. Some of them. I usually bring about a whole bunch of them. There you go.
Pen.
Works fine. You don't mind? You got another one? Imagine I got this big case of stuff here and I don't have a pen in there. More computers. Thank you. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. The way of the world,
Hey,
you know? It's nuts.
it's working out. That's good. I
know.
love it. That's excellent. Okay. You're up there.
There you go, you're all set. Oh, you're filming, huh? One of the things they're trying to do is build school programs. You familiar with the school, or are you?
Well, I'm filming for LaSalle, Cox Cable, Channel 10.
Oh, okay.
So,
Right, that's
everybody.
stuff. Yeah. They're trying to build a school program with this system right here. This is what they call the school broadcast program.
Okay.
So I'll be going around in the schools trying to pitch it to them that way, and then they could lock up your camera
Oh,
or
yeah.
any
You can
camera
lock
they
up to
want.
this,
You
no
know,
problem at all.
they use composite for this, but that's probably
Yeah,
whatever.
well, we've
Yeah.
got, you've got regular
Yeah.
digital video
Yeah,
coming out.
perfect. Yeah, you can even go monitor it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah, so they could, instead of if you had
Oh, yeah, it's
10
just a
games,
cable.
Yeah, it's a cable, so it's pretty cool. And then they can, if the kids want to be a broadcaster, they can come up and maybe train them.
Oh, that's great.
Things.
Jeez. Now, do you
It's
just do
amazing.
football, or you're going to do all the sports?
I know we're doing football. I haven't heard what the next assignment is. I'm handling Connecticut and Rhode Island and a few other places. I had a website called sportingnewsct.com. That's how we came about. I've been doing this for like 8 years. For the CIEC, their governing body of sports. And then this group came on with which is nice, a little bit of a cash in their pocket. Something I didn't have,
That's great.
So, yeah, they're in about 30 states now. I tell you,
That's great.
That's the case that I used to be the president of the and we were looking at last minute. Coming to the show, I mean, it took us 5 years. I already never wanted to see something. It's going to be tough. Come on. We had to fight it. Because they gone with this guy. Wow. You have to see anything in this
It's a lot of money.
Millions every year. Millions. Probably tens of millions.
Yeah, the best part was we had a slideshow online. And I was telling you, they had a picture of my brother Bob and I talking about high school, arguing whose school was better, LaSalle or Classics. Mary Beth, my brother Bob went. That's what he's got. One year, she stole.
What do we always tell our kids, guys?
We're going to say hi to Lippy.
Yeah, what a Mr. Jeffrey?
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
No problem.
My main man, Mary Beth, he hooked you right up.
I know.
Hello, Doug. How are you?
We got one of those, like the Providence auto body commercial. Those folding aluminum chairs for you in the parking lot.
I'll sit wherever you want me to sit. I'll make the rounds if you want. I won't even sit down. I'll just work the room, Tom.
That's it. That can be good, Doug.
Yeah.
You can do that. But, yeah, so when we're at the committee meeting, I testified. And he looking around the committee, he went in and says, there's a bunch of rooms out there. So this line, it says, I make a motion, I hold this for strike. What that means is, sayonara. I looked at it, and someone else stopped me there. And someone else stood up there. They go in, so
Not like the other week, not just this morning. He was gone.
I said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. He can't even be lieutenant governor. You know what? Don't get me started on him. I want to have a nice weekend.
Tony was saying the other day.
Yeah, I don't know.
1 minute rule.
But she's there for 2 years.
Yeah, but she's weak. Well, listen, she's weak, but yet she gets into it.
The last time we were close to it.
Yeah, what's the name? Jerry doing this thing. It's a Red Sox guy.
Andre Capson.
He's in the game. I told him, don't do it. I said, kill you.
He didn't really run a campaign.
No, he didn't. But, you know, it's the same thing with Brendan Dodd. He's going to be a fan.
I know.
He's a friend of mine. And I'll tell you,
I was in this district until 6 years. Well, I did come to someone.
we support him. He's a great guy.
I told him, People Island didn't vote for a man like him. What's that telling you?
You know what I would have done if I was Brendan Dodd? I would have run for Brendan Dodd in California. That way there, he would have made all my money. The Republicans can't win.
I think Brendan, a couple of events he could have done a better job. I thought he did okay. But the reality is, I'm not stacked against him. All the special interests. The average person doesn't vote primaries anymore. So they're the ones who come out to vote. And if you got a shot to win, you have to try to do it in your general election because you've got more people to talk about. But how they do it is astonishing.
Just another testimonial.
That's why he did what he did.
That's another testimonial to the stupidity of Rhode Island.
No doubt about it. My family and my friends listen to me talk about this all the time. And you wonder what, all you do is hear complain. Nothing's going on. It's natural inferiority complex. You can't say I just find it, I thought it'd be a close election because when he did that heat yesterday, he really did it to me. So I said to myself, this is heat tough, but
I was a little worried from the beginning, just to tell you. I told them at the beginning, they thought he was going to be
I haven't shown, so yes or no. I had to go again. I know. I wanted that should be like the English card.
Congratulations on the new job.
Thank you. Yeah, I just got my
he would have won.
I agree.
He would have won.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think 30% better than
Yeah, I tried to help him a little bit, and I reached out to his family. I told him, I said, I don't know who supports who.
Bucci is
My bottom of my feet don't ever bottom of my feet.
Bucci was really
Mentally, I was
that kid, he was a Jonathan lady. But Bucci was with him from the beginning.
I heard it.
But I felt really bad because I mean, that's the kind of person we need representatives. And I was going to more of a coach. He isn't afraid to stick with it.
Happy birthday, she
All
is.
right.
Wait, just one second.
I'll keep you posted.
How's it going?
Bye.
All right, guys, you ready to go or what?
Oh, okay, you're going.
Like that.
Is it slippy up there?
No, it's not bad.
Oh, that's better than.
All right, good afternoon and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Providence, Rhode Island, as we settle in for Division I football here between LaSalle and Portsmouth, the Rams and the Patriots to get it on. Winner of this game moving on to the Division I Rhode Island. I want to say Connecticut, being from the state of Connecticut, Rhode Island Division I championship. Another game taking place right down the road. Should be a good one with Cranston East taking on Bishop Hendricken. That has won a couple of championships in a row here in the state of Rhode Island. So nice to be with you all right here on the RIIL Interscholastic Sports Network. Indeed, Bishop Hendrickson with a couple of wins in 2011, 2010. They were victorious, and of course, LaSalle, state champion in 2008. Portsmouth certainly no stranger to state championship play, as they have made it to the semifinals on a couple of occasions. Matter of fact, they defeated this LaSalle team by the score of 23-6 in 2010. They do play during the regular season also, as the captains come out to midfield for the start of this one. So special thanks to our young cameraman up above and producer to our left, and we'll get their names in there as we progress along here today. So we're just about set to get going. Portsmouth clad in the white uniform tops across the way, sharp-looking uniforms with the red numerals and the red pants. And down below in their maroon uniforms, LaSalle, the Rams, sharp-looking uniforms with the white numerals. They've played the national anthem. We're just about set to get this game going. It's interesting as you take a look at some of the statistical information. Anthony Francis has been terrific at the quarterback spot for LaSalle throughout the year. He's a senior. He's thrown for 2,013 yards, including 17 touchdown passes and only 2 interceptions. So he's been terrific. One of his primary running backs, Joshua Morris, a guy to watch here today. He has rushed for over 1,000 yards, 1,124 yards, or 112 per game with 18 touchdowns. So a couple of guys to certainly look towards today. Bobby Cavos, the starting quarterback for Portsmouth. Also, very good passer at 68% throughout the year, 119 completions and 174 tries with 23 touchdowns. He's only thrown 6 interceptions. Quarterback rating coming in at 135 as we're just about set to get going here. Austin Sospasiak is a good running back, 2-time first-team All-State player, perhaps heading to Assumption or the University of New Haven, which is number 3 in the nation in the Division II College Bowl. So certainly a couple of great schools that he is looking at. He is terrific. He has rushed for 884 yards. So we're just about set to get going with this one right here from this beautiful high school, this beautiful football field on the campus of LaSalle Academy. We'll step aside. They will play the national anthem, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff right after this. All right, a great rendition of the national anthem sung right here at LaSalle as we're just about set to get going. LaSalle Academy taking on Portsmouth. The Patriots and the Rams ready to play some football. We're certainly looking forward to this one between these two teams that are very, very good. Portsmouth coming in with an overall record at 9-2. And LaSalle coming in with a mark at 9-1. We did mention these two teams have played earlier in the season. It was a LaSalle victory as LaSalle able to come up with that win by the score of 42-25. So it should be interesting as it moves along here. So we're in the semifinals. The winner to play again on Sunday in a state championship game versus the winner of the Cranston East versus Bishop Hendricken game taking place as we speak, as you can switch back and forth right here on the RIIL Interscholastic Television Network. Just about set to get going with the opening kickoff. It'll be Portsmouth to kick it away from right to left to get this game going. And it looks like Weiniger to boot it away, perhaps. Let's wait and see. As Portsmouth to kick it, and we're underway with a high end-over-end kick. Will sail down to the 25-yard line, fielded, and moved out to the right side by C.J. Waite. Waite driven out of bounds to the near side at the 35. So pretty good field position for the Rams as they will come out 1st and 10. No penalty markers on the opening kickoff. So we're in the opening moments here. As Portsmouth and LaSalle set to get this game underway.
That was Sam McNally with the opening kickoff. So working out of the gun is Francis on 1st and 10 from the 35. They swing a pass out to the left side, and that's a terrific defensive play and a fumbled football, and it looks like Portsmouth may come up with it here. No ruling yet. Yes, it is. Patriot football. That throw out to the left side. It was caught by De Silva. He was hit immediately on the first play from scrimmage as everybody just settling into their seats. And we have the game's first turnover and an opportunity now for Portsmouth to work with the short field at about the 32-yard line. So we're just settling in, learning the roster. And there you go. You got a turnover here today. Kind of interesting. LaSalle coming into this game had fumbled the ball just 6 times all year long, and they fumbled that one away. So Chavos will bring him out. He's a terrific thrower and calls his own number, and that swarming LaSalle defense will drop him in the backfield. Into that backfield quickly was Martin Bannerman. You'll hear a lot from Bannerman today on the defensive side of the ball for the Rams, helping out on the gang tackle. And it'll be 2nd down and about 13 to go after the loss back towards the 35-yard line. Chavos will work out of the shotgun. Spazniak in the backfield. They want to throw. Great spiral. Thrown downfield towards the end zone. Reaching up was Matt Sewell trying to make the catch. It was just out of his reach. He'll be a graduate in 2014. And Sewell able to get behind the defender right there. Just couldn't come up with the catch. And it will bring up 3rd down. And a good 13 to go for the first down here. Ball resting at the 35-yard line of LaSalle. Just underway. We do have a penalty marker down, and that's going to go against the Rams. I believe roughing the passer, the call. And this will be a big one. This is going to hurt LaSalle off to a rough start here. They fumbled away the first play from scrimmage. Now a big penalty will bring the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line, the personal foul penalty for roughing the passer, and it's 1st and 10 for Portsmouth. So they'll come back out here. 1st and 10. Play action, the throw dumped over the middle and just a little long, intended for the captain. Trying to make that catch over the middle. That's Calfane, Max Calfane, as the big fullback tried to ramble through the middle of the field. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 to go for the Patriots of Portsmouth, just underway. 11:09 remaining here in the opening quarter, scoreless. Spaniak in the backfield. Chavos to work out of the gun, and LaSalle jumped offside perhaps. That offensive line looked anchored down. This might go against the defense for encroachment. Indeed, it is against LaSalle, so they're off to the aggressive start here, LaSalle. But it's hurting them a little bit as that ball now down to the 15-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 5 to go for Portsmouth. Chavos to work out of the shotgun. Got a wing out to the left side. Now another penalty marker will fly. It's been a strange beginning, and that's a false start against Portsmouth, and it goes back to 2nd down and 10 as the ball back to the 20-yard line as everybody will reset. Special thanks to the folks here from LaSalle Academy allowing us to come on into the press box and enjoy tonight's game, the semifinals, Division I football. Chavos will work out of the gun. Wing out to the left side, takes a snap, and calls his own number after the play fake in the backfield, and he spun down the line of scrimmage. Coming up to make the play defensively for LaSalle was a Brown. Great play off that defensive end spot. Jerram Brown coming in to make the tackle. Got it back to the line of scrimmage at Chavos, and that is about it. Austin Spaniak in the backfield again. They faked the handoff to him on a couple of occasions here. Now 3rd down and 10 to go. Spaniak is to the left of the quarterback. Chavos work out of the gun. Couple of threats out to the right. He's back to pass. Swings it out right side. It is caught, but there's not much advancement after the catch on the far side. It was caught by Matt Greenman, the captain, as he got maybe a half a yard just inside the 20-yard line. And it'll set up 4th down and about 9 to go for the first down here for Portsmouth. They are in 4-down territory, of course. Trying to cash in on a turnover on the opening play from scrimmage as they recovered a fumble on a good hit. They'll empty the backfield. No, in the backfield Spaceniak off to the left. Sprint out left. Chavos is hit and fumbles the football. It's going to be picked up, and it's going to be returned the other way. Morenzi racing through the middle of the field, and he's finally brought down. Hustling back to make the tackle was James Cole. So the sack knocked the ball out of Chavos' hand, and it's rambled downfield the other way. And what an opportunity now for LaSalle, as they'll take it 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line of Portsmouth. So LaSalle will hurry out their offense. So Morenzi with the fumble recovery. Boy, I tell you what, Chavos took a huge hit right there. So LaSalle will stack 3 wide receivers at the far left, one coming to the near right side for Francis, who works out of the gun. Morse alone running back. Looks like right now Portsmouth in a bit of trouble with their defensive coverage with cornerbacks out on the far side. They're going to hand it off. Morse is going to try to go around the left edge. Now he skips back towards the 30 and spins it down towards the 29-yard line before he's gobbled up by that Patriot defense. In on the tackle was Matt Sewell. That's a good gain on the first down run, however, by Joshua Morris, as he'll spot it down at the 29-yard line. Get close to 5. We'll call it 2nd down and a long 5 to go for the first down for Francis and company. Triple threats right, 1 receiver to the left side, and you get 4 across that defensive front for Portsmouth. The Rams trying to cash in on a fumble recovery. Handed off. Morris trying to move to the middle, and he's going to be dropped on the play. Coming up to make the tackle was Jake Hatcher for the Patriots, as he was dropped down towards the 27-yard line, setting up 3rd down and about 4.5 to go here for the Rams of LaSalle. Scoreless here in the opening quarter, 8:45 ticking down. Anthony Francis out of the gun. He'll look to the sideline for the change in play, perhaps. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the far left side. There's the snap. Francis calls his own number, goes straight ahead, breaks a tackle, and plows his way down towards the 14-yard line. He needed about 4 for the first down. He got plenty more. All the way down towards the 14-yard line, close to 15 yards on the run by Francis, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for LaSalle. Francis has had lots of success running the football this year. Certainly terrific throwing it, as we mentioned. Takes a snap. Handoff Morris, and that defense waiting for him. The Patriots had a couple around the ball carrier. No chance. They'll feign for one, get in there to bring him down. And he gets some help from some of his teammates. Also, Danny Moore in on the tackle. And it'll be 2nd down at about 12 as they lose 2 on the play. Still scoreless here in the opening quarter. A couple of receivers going out to the left side. Chris Jeffrey, one of the prime targets this season for Francis out there. There's a throw, and they got a wide open receiver. That's a strike. That's a touchdown. Neil Cooper making the catch on a laser throw and a touchdown. 17-yard touchdown pass. It is 6-0 LaSalle. Great throw by Francis, 18th touchdown throw of the season for Cooper. That is his 5th touchdown catch. So LaSalle drives downfield. The extra point try on its way. And it is up. And it is good off the foot of Travis O'Brien. So LaSalle, they lead it by the score of 7-0. Over Portsmouth, right here on the RIIL Interscholastic Sports Network. right, welcome right back. Special thanks to the folks here down Press Row helping us out with all the statistical information as LaSalle drives 33 yards in 5 plays to score. 17-yard touchdown pass, Francis to Cooper. Extra point good for the 7-0 lead. And now LaSalle will kick it away from left to right. That is O'Brien to kick it. High end over end, short down to the 21. It's going to bobble to the sideline and bounce out of bounds, and the penalty flag will fly. So it's been interesting here in the early going. Each team has turned it over. LaSalle cashed in on their turnover, and Portsmouth did not. And as a result, we have that extra point try was no good, I guess. So it's 6-0. It was good? Okay. It was good. I didn't put up on the scoreboard yet. Okay, 7-0 is the score. As Portsmouth brings the offense back out. Austin Suspezniak in the backfield. Got a wing out to the left side. That is Greenman. Chavos, the cornerback, going straight ahead. Has not fooled that LaSalle defense as he's brought down immediately. A couple of guys in the tackle. The one I could see was D'Amico as he helped wrap him up. They tried to test the middle of that LaSalle defensive line, and that's a loss of close to 2. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 to go. About midway through or so this first quarter play, 7-14 and ticking down. Chavos again to work out of the gun. He'll send a man in motion. Greenman to the side. Out to the right. Takes a handout. Greenman's got a lot of running room down that right sideline. Down to the 35 and finally hunted down and driven down to the turf at about the 25-yard line. Well, they take the wing, they put him in motion, and all of a sudden the turn around the corner by Greenman, and that's a big gainer all the way down to the 30-yard line. And they'll have it now 1st and 10 in LaSalle territory. About 37 yards on that run, setting up 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Chavos to work out of the gun again. They'll send a man in motion. A little play action. Chavos trying to go to the middle, and he's buried at the line of scrimmage. Again, they send Greenman in motion, that time off the right flank. They do not hand off, and the run through the middle gains 0. That defensive line doing a good job in the interior thus far for the Rams as they lead it by the score of 7-0. Second offensive possession in the game here for Portsmouth as they look to the far sideline for the play. And Monez, the head coach of Portsmouth. Supposed to work out of the gun. Takes a snap. Runs the option. Turns it back to the middle. Spins off a tackle. Then he's brought down. As that defense able to converge quickly. It'll be a short gain as they unravel coming up from the bottom of the pile. Making the tackle is D'Amico, the senior defensive end. That's a short gain of a couple, maybe 3. We'll call it 3rd down and close to 7 to go here for the Patriots. They'll work without the huddle. Sewell comes to the near side as a receiver. Suspezniak in the backfield. He'll send a man in motion. And they hand it off to the near side. That's Greenman turning the corner. Great blocking in front. Leaps through a tackle and picks up the 1st down inside the 15-yard line down towards the 12. Well, they've run that play twice, but we do have a holding call against the Patriots. That allowed them to get around the corner. So the flag against the Patriots, they'll mark it off. So instead of a 1st down inside the 15, they're going to have that ball pushed all the way back towards the 38-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and close to 18 to go. Well, thus far the best play today for Portsmouth has been that end around by the wingback receiver, Matt Greenman, listed as a slot back. He's slot out to the right side. Chavos to work out of the gun. In a similar situation, passing situation, first time they had the football, he was sacked, fumbled it away, and it led to a LaSalle touchdown. Throw out right, got a receiver. It's going to be short. Going down low is Matt Sewell to make the catch. Well shy of the 1st down. Got it back towards the 28-yard line is where they'll spot it down. It sets up 4th down here for Portsmouth. Trailing LaSalle by the score of 7-0. Again, they look to the sideline for the play. Checking out is Liam Donovan. Receiver coming near side is Sewell. They've thrown in his direction a couple of times already. A couple of receivers to the short side of the field right. Tolson, a good receiver. Out there's a wide out to the right. They'll send a man in motion to the near side. They want to throw the slant. It is caught, well designed, slipping the tackle, racing towards the end zone, and in for the touchdown is Sean Tolson. On 4th down and about 9 to go for the first down, Portsmouth converts. They make it 7-6. That is the 4th touchdown catch of the year for Sean Tolson. Came in with 27 catches for 486 yards, his longest a 90-yarder. And right there, Chavot's able to find Tolson on the slant, and they couldn't catch him. So that's a 28-yard pass play. And now the extra point try to tie the score for the Patriots. High snap, ball down. Kick on its way, and it's chipped up and through the uprights by Weiniger. So Dallas Weiniger able to connect on the extra point, and that ties the score at 7. So 7-7, 4:19 remaining in the opening quarter. And we'll step aside for just a moment, catch our breath, and be back with more right after this. Yep. You want? All right, welcome right back as we continue on with our coverage of this Division I semifinal. Tied at 7, action-packed here in the opening quarter of play. Certainly if you paid the ticket price to get on in, we didn't, lucky enough. We snuck in early. As the kickoff spins down to the 20-yard line. It's fielded. That's Cooper on the return. Cooper to the 35, and he slipped as he tried to make a cut at the 35-yard line. It is cold outside tonight, but dry. Of course, these games were scheduled to be played on Tuesday evening, and Mother Nature got in the way. A little bit of a snowstorm coming through the air, a little sleet and rain and a little bit of snow here and there, and it was postponed until tonight, and now we're enjoying some high school football. LaSalle will bring the offense out. Last time they touched it, they marched 33 yards, 5 plays for a touchdown to take a 7-0 lead. Great response, however, on a 65-yard drive going back the other way by Portsmouth, and they connect on a touchdown pass. Extra point good. Here's a handoff in the backfield. That's Morris, and he jumps through a hole through the middle, and he's down at about the 38. They'll spot him down there, and it'll be second down here for LaSalle as they work without the huddle. Anthony Francis takes a look to the sideline. Keon Wilson, wide receiver to the near side. Francis calls his own number, goes straight ahead. Had a big gainer on a similar play call on that scoring drive. This time he's able to move it out towards the 42 before he's brought down. As he got close to 4 yards, it will set up third down, and very manageable situation here for the Rams. So the Rams will break the huddle, and here they come out to the line of scrimmage. Actually didn't work with, they worked without the huddle right there. Is Francis. Quarterback will take the snap. Hand off Morris, no. Goes up the middle, looking for the first down, and he got it. Anthony Francis really ran very low to the ground that time to make sure they couldn't find him, and they didn't until he picked up the first down. It was Hatcher in on the tackle for the Portsmouth Patriots, and that will move the chains as that ball now out toward the 47-yard line between the hash marks. 3:07 remaining here in the opening quarter. Francis wants to throw, and he throws it downfield. Wilson had cut the route off as he squared back towards the sideline, and the coverage was outstanding, too, by Tolson to the near side. So that pass goes incomplete, and it will set up second down and 10. Right now, the quarterback, Francis, will have a chat with Wilson and make sure they get back on the right page, or the same page at least. Might be on the same page. It might not get it right, but receiver Chris Jeffrey going to the left side. Second down and 10 to go for the Rams of LaSalle, tied at 7 with Portsmouth. Joshua Morris in the backfield. Triple threat to the near right. Francis over the right side. Now veers back through the middle, and he's into Portsmouth territory before he stood up and brought down. It was Matt Sewell who helped to stand him up, and then he got some help from his defensive mates as they were able to recover. Sewell had to come up from that secondary spot. Last guy to get up from the bottom of the pile is Matt Greenman, one of the captains for Portsmouth. Going with a hurry up is LaSalle, 3rd down, and about 4 to go for the first down. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Patriots of Portsmouth. Roll out left. Francis sets up. Now he scrambles. They're going to sack him for a loss. Back inside the LaSalle 45 to the 44-yard line as Greenman got to him and brought him down, and it brings up 4th down. LaSalle's going to punt it away. We're tied at 7 here in the opening quarter of a good one. 2:15 remaining. They have traded touchdown passes here in the opening quarter of play. We'll try to get some reports on that Bishop Hendricken Cranston East game taking place at Bishop Hendricken right down the road in Warwick, Rhode Island. So the punt from left to right, right-footed punt, and it's going to bounce at about the 35 and be touched down at about the 36-yard line, and that is where Portsmouth will put it in play 1st and 10. Drew Cretan on the punt, the senior. Had some pretty good hang time. Didn't get the forward roll he might have been looking for. Only about a 22-yard punt without a return. So the Patriots will bring out their offense 1st and 10, 7-7 score. Javos, who threw a touchdown pass to one of his favorite targets, will try to run it through the middle. Not much going on. They've tested the middle of that LaSalle defense now a couple of times without much success. They've been able to move it around the edges pretty good. Coming up to help out on the tackle was Brendan Lippy for the Rams of LaSalle. So 2nd down and close to 9 to go here for the first down. Sewell will come to the near side. Slot to the left side is Greenman. A receiver to the far right. One running back in the backfield. And a run goes straight ahead. So Spaniak, the ball carrier, first time he's gotten a chance to touch it. And he moves it out to the 40-yard stripe, just a gain of a couple. They've been using play action with the outstanding running back more often than not. And it'll be 3rd down here. And about 6 to go as we get about 48 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Tied at 7 between the Rams and the Patriots. Portsmouth coming up to the line of scrimmage. Matt Sewell has single coverage here on the outside by Cooper. DeVos wants to throw. Now he's in trouble, and they hunt him down. They sack him. That was a ferocious defensive effort. The edges were shut down, and Morenzi, who had that fumble recovery, might have been the first to get a lick on him, and that's a loss on the sack back inside the 35 toward the 33-yard line, and that is where Portsmouth will be set up for a 4th down punt. Boy, that defense roaring in. They've had a couple of sacks now here today. 4th down, close to 15 to go for the first down. His time will expire here in the opening quarter. It's been active through 1. It's LaSalle and Portsmouth tied at 7. The semifinals, Division I football right here at LaSalle Academy. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this. All right, welcome right back here. It's so nice to be with you all as we continue with our coverage of this Division I semifinal in Warwick. Cranston East with a lead 7-0, we understand, over Bishop Hendricken. That game moving on deep into the first quarter likewise. That's a punt from left to right to start the second quarter play here by Portsmouth. It'll be downed at about the LaSalle 31-yard line, tied at 7. So we have 11:50 remaining till halftime. 7-7 score each quarterback. Bobby Chavos is connected with Sean Tulson on a touchdown throw of about 28-yard line. 28 yards for the touchdown for Portsmouth. And to begin the scoring, it was LaSalle scoring on the Francis touchdown throw to Cooper. So LaSalle with the football. Francis takes a snap. Goes over the right side, finds a hole, spins through a tackle across the 35, and bounds his way out towards the 38-yard line before he's brought down on the play. He took a couple with him right there, didn't he? He's very quick of foot. Luke Medeiros helping out on the tackle for one on the defensive side of the ball for Portsmouth. Francis will work out of the shotgun. They need 3 for the first down. That's Morris, quick through the middle. Nice move, cuts to the outside, and it's going to be a long run. He's down to the 20, towards the 10-yard line. He's going to score. A terrific move when he crossed the line of scrimmage, and he goes 62 for the touchdown on the Rams. On top, 13-7. What a move by Joshua Morris when he made his way through that line of scrimmage and found the numbers to be wide open to the far right for the touchdown. Well, Morris, terrific as advertised. Now you know why that young man has rushed for over 1,000 yards. Matter of fact, over 1,100 yards in the season as he goes 62 for the score and the extra point try upcoming. On for the extra point is Cretan. Right-footed kicker. Terrific run by Morris a moment ago. The extra point try is up. And it is good. LaSalle opens up a 14-7 lead on just an electrifying run a moment ago by Joshua Morris. We'll be back with more right after this. Okay, it's been a good one thus far here at LaSalle Academy in Providence, Rhode Island. Made a nice trip north here from the state of Connecticut. Always nice to make our way into this wonderful state, one of my favorite states, that's for sure, the state of Rhode Island. So much to do in the greater Providence area, and Federal Hill. Of course, you have Newport and so many outstanding locations to visit here in the state of Rhode Island. And we are witnessing a pretty good one here in the Division I semifinals. As the kickoff from right to left, Patriots will receive it. That's a good, strong kickoff down inside the 10-yard line. The return, however, pretty good on the left side by Tolson, and he's able to keep on his feet and rambles out across the 40, out toward the 44-yard line with a tenacious effort on the return. So Tolson, who made the touchdown catch with a terrific return all the way out to about, let's see, they're going to put it down officially at the 48. He got about 43 yards in that return. So that was a good one. And it'll set up the Patriots in good stead as they have it 1st and 10 at their own. Let me check that. 43-yard line will be the official, so a 38-yard return. So a 38-yard return to the 43-yard line. Patriots with the football. Chavos swings a pass out right. It is caught by Sewell. Sewell dancing with it, able to turn it upfield across the 45 and towards the 47-yard line before he's brought down in the play. Helping out in the tackle. A couple of different players for the Rams that time around. Archione helping out for one. On the play for the Rams. There's a couple of Archiones on the team. That was actually Nick, the sophomore. Tight end linebacker type. He's been around the ball throughout the day. So 2nd down, and we'll call it 7 to go. And they hand it off. Spaniak finds a lot of running room down the left side. Got a blocker in front. Tried to turn it inside the blocker and ran right into the backside of his blocker downfield. That was Donovan, but that's a big gain. And that's a 1st down run as Spaniak able to break free around the left side. And they'll place the ball down officially at the 24-yard line. He got about 34 yards on the run. Austin Sabaniak with his best effort of the game, and it sets the Patriots up inside the 25-yard line. Ball on the far left hash mark. And the quarterback going straight ahead, and that's Chavos, and he is just rambled down. I'll tell you, coming up to put a plug into him right there was McNeely. Check that. On the other side, Lippy making the play for LaSalle as he got a shoulder into him after he was slowed down at the line of scrimmage. Short gain by Chavos, and it brings up second down and close to 8 to go here for the first down for the Patriots. Down to 9:38 remaining here in the opening half of football. LaSalle on top by the score of 14-7 over Portsmouth. Chavos swings a pass out right. Sewell makes the catch. Inside the 20, leaps through another, and he's dragged down toward the 11-yard line. He nearly busted it. Coming up to make the play again was Lippy, as he was able to make that play on the very elusive Matt Sewell, who's made a couple of nice catches and good runs after the catch. That's long enough to bring the ball all the way down to the 11-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for Portsmouth, trying to knot up the score here. They're trailing 14-7. Chavos takes a snap. He hands it off, and there's nothing brewing. Coming in to make a nice tackle is Will D'Amico. He's had a couple of big plays now, as Sospazniak had nowhere to go. Austin Sospazniak, trying to turn that edge, was brought down for a loss at the 16-yard line, a loss of close to 5. And it will set up second down and 15 to go. They can pick up a first down at the 1-yard line of LaSalle. The Patriots looking to the sideline for the play. Chavos to work out of the gun. Sospazniak in the backfield. Triple receivers to the left, one to the short side right, that's Tulson. They throw out to the left, and that ball is thrown away from Greenman. The coverage was outstanding, and it looked as though De Silva was ready to actually, not De Silva over there, the cornerback was ready to jump that route, so a wise decision to get that ball away on that far side. That was Louis Barcioni, who might have been ready to jump that route, and I think Chavos recognized that and made sure he kept it away from his intended target, Matt Greenman. So nice play by the quarterback to read the defense right there. Incomplete pass, stops the clock. 8:39 remaining till halftime. Third down, about 15 to go. Chavos drops back the pass, looks, throws over the middle, and a gigantic hit on Tolman. Oh, I'll tell you, Joshua Morris just laid the boom on Tolman, and he is certainly banged up. Boy, he became somewhat defenseless down there, reaching up to make the catch, and the pass had sailed a little bit, and Morris just leveled him. I did not see a penalty marker thrown in the play. He did put the shoulder into him. Boy, I tell you, that was gigantic, and boy, what a hit right there. 14-7 you score. Timeout down below. Just want to mention that out of town, last report, Cranston East leading Bishop Hendricken by the score of 7-0 at the end of one. Right here, it's 14-7 as they continue to attend to the young man, Sean Tulson, down on the field. And he's sitting up now, so that's good news. And they will just take as much time as they need to take to make sure he is okay. What a vicious hit by Joshua Morris on Tulson a moment ago. He had scored the touchdown on a 28-yard pass from his quarterback, Bobby Chavos, and it's good to see Tolman up, making his way to the sideline. So Tolman to the sideline. And it brings up fourth down. And about 15 to go. Looks like they're going to attempt the field goal here. They'll place the ball down near the 22, making it a 32-yard field goal attempt. Dallas Weiniger to attempt the field goal from 32 yards out. He's a left-footed kicker. Matt Greenman is the holder. From 32 yards away, good snap, ball down, kick on its way, and it's short. It was heading towards the crossbar, but didn't have the height and was also a bit short. So they come up empty on the 32-yard field goal try, does Portsmouth, as LaSalle's defense will stiffen, and we'll see the Rams offense back on the field here. So they attempt the field goal, trying to put some points up on the board, and they come up a tad empty. Got all kinds of statistical information here. I don't know if I have field goal attempts in the season by Portsmouth. No, don't have that part, but got just about everything else courtesy of Max Preps. That's Morris trying to travel to the middle. No, the quarterback held on to it. That's Francis on the fake into the line. Tried to turn around the right side. The defense not fooled. I was, but defense not fooled. Patriots come up with a tackle. Loss of 3 as Francis is dropped back inside the 20-yard line towards the 12. I should say the 17-yard line on the far side. I believe McNally in on the tackle. Francis takes the snap. Back the pass. Right-handed thrower. Scrambling. In trouble. Find an open receiver. That's a great look. And he throws a nice pass across the 30 towards the 32-yard line. Chris Jeffrey just settled in nicely. Became a big target for the scrambling quarterback, Francis. And they pick up the first down at the 32. They get 15 yards on the pass play. And they get fresh downs out of it. Anthony Francis to work out of the shotgun. Morris remains in the backfield. Francis scrambles out right. Penalty marker thrown, another marker thrown. He looks, he throws. It's caught downfield by Chris Jeffrey, but I'm not getting too excited about that one. I got a feeling it might be coming back for holding. Flags thrown back at the 26-yard line. Indeed, it is holding against the Rams. And they will be backed up 10 yards from the spot of the infraction here. LaSalle leading it 14-7, 7:40 remaining till halftime. We'll have championship football for you on Sunday with a full-blown production crew. 3 camera angles for you, complete scoreboard, including clock, and a whole bunch more, maybe a replay or 2. Am I overpromising? Probably, but we'll do our best to bring you a couple of championship games live and in color at 12 and 3. Handoff Morris on first down and what I like to refer to as a country mile, as they need more than 25. And they bring it out towards the 24-yard line. So it'll be second down for LaSalle. They continue the work without the huddle. Quarterback Anthony Francis has thrown a touchdown pass here today. Got a big touchdown run out of Morris of 62. Roll out right by Francis. Looks, throws on the run. Finds the receiver. It is caught by Chris Jeffrey. Has that ability to get open. Finally brought down by Matt Sewell as he crosses the 35 and out towards the 37-yard line. So they chip away, setting up third down, and really a manageable situation when you think about the bit of trouble this offense was in a moment ago, facing first down at about 27. Francis to work out of the gun. The Patriots look like they jumped. They do not throw flags. Everybody settles down. Francis looking to the sideline for the play. Got 3 receivers to the wide side of the field left and a receiver short right. We're going to get a timeout down in the field. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here till halftime. And we get a timeout on the field. Can't tell you who took it. I don't think the officials gave us the word up here. Portsmouth took the timeout. Portsmouth took the timeout. We'll take a break. 14-7. LaSalle with a lead over Portsmouth. All right, welcome right back. So nice to be with y'all right here at the LaSalle Academy. So what a terrific football game. 14-7 LaSalle with the lead. Out of the timeout, they throw. They got a receiver. It is caught by Cooper. He's on the run down inside the 30-yard line, inside the 20, towards the 10. He may have stepped out of bounds towards the pylon. Indeed, he did. He stepped out at the 12. Boy, they got him open through the middle out of the timeout, and Cooper, who has already scored a touchdown with a spectacular run after the catch, and I've been impressed with the way Francis can throw that football because it is terrific. All the way down to the 11-yard line. That's going to be 52 yards on the pass play, and it's 1st and 10 for LaSalle. Anthony Francis, the quarterback, will work out of the gun. I haven't been able to keep all the stats on these guys, but I tell you what, he has been accurate throwing the football here today. That was a big one to Cooper, the touchdown maker earlier on a 33-yarder. A 17-yard pass play, capping off a 33-yard drive, I should say. That's Francis through the middle, and he's down towards the 10-yard line before he's bumped down on the play. Calfane bringing him down. He's been in on a couple of tackles here in the first half as we get another timeout taken. 5:55 counting on down as LaSalle will call the timeout. They have the lead at 14-7. They're knocking on the door for more. Back with more after this. Right out of the timeout, LaSalle coming up to the line of scrimmage. They have the 14-7 lead. They'll fill up the backfield with 3 in the backfield along with Francis. In that backfield is Waite. Tailback is Morris. Also in the backfield as that handoff goes to Morris, as we'll try to figure out who the running back was on the far side. Yes, indeed. Riccioni. Also in the backfield. As a run by Morris, boy, hit that hole quickly, didn't he? Inside the 10, down towards the 8-yard line. As they come up to the line of scrimmage again, same set in the backfield. Francis takes the handoff. The pitch right side, Morris. Morris trying to turn the corner. And he moved it down towards the 6-yard line. Just ran out of real estate on that far side. Let's see what they do now on 3rd down. They can pick up a first down towards the 2-yard line. Ken LaSalle as they look to the sideline. Francis to get the play. They'll keep Morris in the backfield. Triple receivers will stack to the near left side, including De Silva. Also in that set is Cooper, who's very dangerous. And going straight ahead is Francis, fighting for the first down yardage down inside the 2 towards the 1-yard line. So good, hefty running inside by the quarterback, Francis, and he'll pick up the first down. It's 1st and goal to goal. So LaSalle coming up to the line of scrimmage. Francis calls his own number, and he'll plunge in from a yard out for the touchdown. Anthony Francis has now thrown for 1, and he's run for 1 with a touchdown run of 1 yard. And LaSalle now leads it by the score of 20-7 with 5:03 remaining till halftime. Impressive drive downfield, a big play. Francis hooking up with Cooper. And they go in to score. After the missed field goal by Portsmouth, they drive it down for the touchdown. Some 80 yards. High snap, ball down, kick on its way. It is up and it is good by David Cretin. And the lead grows to 21-7. LaSalle leading Portsmouth. 5:03 remaining till halftime. Back with more after this. right, welcome right back as we continue with our coverage of this Division I semifinal. LaSalle leading at 21-7 over Portsmouth. And over end kick will sail down to the 13-yard line. It's fielded. Run out to the left side by Donovan. Donovan able to bring it out to about the 24. So we got close to 10 on the return. And Portsmouth will bring their offense out 1st and 10. He's going to get a favorable spot to put it right at the 25-yard line as the Patriots come out 1st and 10. Now trailing by 14. Still a lot of football remaining with 4:57 remaining till halftime. But you begin to get that feeling that perhaps the Patriots need to put together a scoring drive as LaSalle trying to drift away here in the opening half. They have been the more physical team. They put up 42 versus Portsmouth early this year in a victory. And the pitch out to the right side, little pass here. Penalty flag will come out of the pocket of the official as Greenman able to turn it across the 25 towards the 26-yard line, and that's going to go against the Rams of LaSalle. I believe a face mask will be the penalty call. The personal foul penalty will bring the ball 15 yards downfield, if indeed that's what it is, I do believe. Let's see. No, it's only a 5-yard penalty. Okay, 5-yard version, I guess, but I think that's what the official ruled. I always thought it was changed to a 15-yard penalty, but anyhow, might have got it wrong. Ball at the 31-yard line. Portsmouth will take that. Javos, the quarterback, will hand it off. The ball on the ground, and it's going to be quickly recovered. Spazniak able to recover the fumble as he dropped it on the turn up field. I'll tell you what, there was a couple of Rams right there in his face as he took the handoff, including Will D'Amico, who has been all over the field today. I believe it was D'Amico who created the first fumble of the ball game in favor of LaSalle. LaSalle's also fumbled it away here today. Both teams with a turnover. LaSalle cashed in on their turnover. Portsmouth could not. First play from scrimmage to start the game. Back to Pat. Javos wants to throw over the middle. Got a receiver, and that is knocked away at the last moment. I'll tell you what, right there, it looked like he had one of his favorite targets in Sewell open over the middle. Archione able to reach out as Louis able to slap it away, the junior. It's a nice play to recover, and boy, I tell you, it looked like it was a well-thrown pass and an opportunity for Portsmouth to move it downfield. And where did he come from? Archione with a nice job defensively a moment ago, slapping it away from Sewell. This is amazing when you think about the hit this young man took earlier. Sean Tolson back into the ball game as a wide out to the short side right. Down to 3:55 remaining. It'll be 3rd down and 10, the Patriots, but we have a timeout on the field. So with a timeout on the field, we'll step aside. The Rams, they lead the Patriots of Portsmouth by the score of 21-7. All right, timeout over down below. We're just about set to resume play. And it will be 3rd down and 10 to go for the Patriots. A little play action. They throw the slant out to the left. It is caught, but not much going on for Greenman as he's tackled immediately out towards the 26-yard line. So again, that defense of LaSalle too strong as they try to test the middle again. They've had zero success, whether trying to throw that little slant across the middle, looking for the yardage downfield, or running it through the middle. They've had success on the edges against LaSalle, and that is about it. In particular, Matt Greenman on the end reverse. But now they're going to have to punt it away as Greenman on the punt. Right-footed kick, just got it away, was nearly blocked. Ball will bounce and has a forward roll down inside the 40 and will come to rest towards the 38-yard line. And that's where they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 Coming back onto the field after the 36-yard punt without a return, the LaSalle offense. They have scored 3 times today. Quarterback done a terrific job. Anthony Francis, a touchdown pass. He's also run one in from a yard out. Tack on a Joshua Morse, 62-yard touchdown run. On the flip side, Bobby Chavos has coordinated a touchdown pass with Sean Tulson for the Patriots' lone score. Quarterback Francis trying to go over the right side. Not much going on. He's brought down maybe a half yard up towards the 39-yard line before he's brought down under 3 minutes remaining here in the opening half of play. Now Francis has rushed for 648 yards coming in today, and he's been bringing those totals up a bit here. As you can see, he was rushing that pass, tried to throw it out to the near side here to De Silva, and it goes incomplete. He was hurried along as Kelfane able to really force his hand right there. And it'll set up 3rd down. And a good 9 yards to go for the first down for Anthony Francis and the LaSalle Rams. They lead at 21-7, 2:36 remaining till halftime. Francis back to pass, rolls out, looks, fires downfield to the sideline, and it's off the hands of Tyler Cooper. He just ran out of room to the near side. Liam Donovan had the coverage on him, and it brings up 4th down. LaSalle's going to punt it away. So Portsmouth with a chance to perhaps regain some momentum that they had from the beginning of the game when they forced a fumble on the first play from scrimmage. Recovered it but could not cash in. From that point, LaSalle has built a 21-7 lead here. So the punt from right to left. Drew Keaton to punt it away, the senior. They got twin safeties back deep. Greenman might be the most dangerous to the near side. They punt it in the direction of Greenman, picks it up on a short hop at the 32, slips a tackle, and he's brought down immediately by the LaSalle special teams play. Coming up to make the play on special teams was Connor Weathers. He was a senior, making a nice tackle there in the open field. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. And they'll have it at the 32-yard line to start the drive. Chavos, the quarterback, trying to get something going here. He's a senior, 6 feet 150 is Bobby Chavos. Has the ability to rush the football if these stats are right. 140 carries coming in, 1,241 yards rushing for the quarterback. And they're going to hand it off. Trying to go around the left side is Greenman. Greenman able to advance it beyond the 35 toward the 37-yard line. So he got about 5 on the carry. That's been one of the most effective plays all game long here for the Patriots of Portsmouth. And they go back to the well with Matt Greenman. And he picked up a healthy chunk on first down with a 5-yard carry. Patriots will work without the huddle down under 2 minutes remaining till halftime. They'll send Tillman to the near side right as a wide receiver. Got a slot to the right is Greenman. He'll go in motion out left. Hand off Greenman. No, play action. They want to throw for Tillman. Long, high throw, and a penalty marker is going to come on out. Tillman was drifting down the sideline. It looked like he might want to turn it back in. Michael Clark had the coverage, and they throw flags from all directions for pass interference. I'll tell you what happened right there. Young man never turned around in coverage. Did Michael Clark, the senior defensive back. And it looked like Tillman might be trying to turn it back inside there to go after that ball. That was a little bit underthrown. But anyhow, folks down below moaning and groaning from LaSalle. They don't like the call. Of course, Portsmouth will take it. And with 1:41 remaining till halftime, the Patriots with a chance here to perhaps put some points on the board as we get the official timeout. We got an injury timeout across the way is what we have. One of the Patriots down on the far side of the field. So with the timeout down below, we'll remind you the score is 21-7. It's the Rams leading the Patriots, and a good one right here on the RIIL Interscholastic Network. Cranston East now leading it 14-7. That game in the second quarter. Cranston East leading 14-7 over Bishop Hendricken. Of course, the winner of that one will play the winner of this one for the Division I state championship on Sunday. Out of the timeout, Patriots with the football. They have it 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the quarterback, Chavos, trying to race to the middle, spins off a tackle, and that's a healthy gain. Ball might have come free. Rams indicate they've come up with a fumble recovery. The officials will confer, and they will agree. And it is a fumble recovery by LaSalle. Their second of the game as Chavos was popped as he looked for the extra yardage at about the 40-yard line of the Rams. And off the turnover, LaSalle will bring the offense back out here. They'll get a chance. They have 92 seconds to work with till halftime, and they have the football off the fumble recovery. Anybody's guess who recovered that fumble down below. A couple of guys most certainly in the vicinity. That's the obvious part of it all, as they tackle Chavos and they force the fumble. I believe that's the third time in the game they have fumbled the football. They've lost it twice. So Francis and company back onto the field. Triple receivers left. They hand it off to Morris. Shifty. Back out to the right side, and boy, he's got those quick feet. Able to bring that ball out beyond the 45 and towards the 46-yard line. Clock continues to tick. Rams will go without the huddle. And now the officials will call a timeout. I believe the helmet strap on the helmet of Joshua Morris came loose, and they had to put it back on top of his head and make sure everything was all right. Francis will take the snap. He's back to pass. Goes long, downfield, and just overthrows the intended receiver. That was Keon Wilson, who was in flight downfield on a nice spiral, just overthrown to Wilson. Wilson with 9 touchdown grabs coming in, 550 yards on just 25 catches. So he used a long ball threat. They tried to spring him right there. Incompleted pass will stop the clock. With 64 seconds remaining till halftime. Rams continue to lead at 21-7. LaSalle over Portsmouth. Francis looking to the sideline for the play. Morris, the lone running back. 3 receivers to the near left side. They hand it off to Morris. Comes over to the left side, has a hole. And he's going to be shouldered down as he crosses the 40-yard line. As LaSalle comes up to the line of scrimmage. They'll place him down as he went flying through the air down to the 38-yard line. Got about 16 on the run, did Morris, and boy, it was very close to a whole bunch more. I believe coming up to make the play was Dallas Weineger, also the place kicker for this Portsmouth team. Francis to work out of the gun. Takes a snap. Hand off Morris. Morris again. Another big gainer. Comes to the near side. He's already rushed for 62 and a score. He's inside the 10-yard line before they capture him and bring him down towards the 9-yard line. Well, I tell you what, Joshua Morris is one exciting football player to watch here tonight. Travis O'Brien, I believe, making the tackle on him there. That jersey number was all crinkled up into his backside under his shoulder pads, but it looked like it might have been O'Brien who made the tackle. As we're down to 42 seconds remaining, as LaSalle wants a timeout. They'll call a timeout with 37 seconds left in the score. LaSalle 21 and Portsmouth 7. Portsmouth, they might need to put together a big defensive stand right here. This one could get out of reach. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll catch our breath. All right, welcome right back. Timeout is over. LaSalle Academy with the football. Knocking on the door, looking to put more up on the board here in the first half. Francis going right side, now back to the middle, and he's captured at the 5-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle was Will Ryan, a linebacker. As LaSalle quickly up to that line of scrimmage again. Francis will work out of the shotgun. And he'll hand it off. The run from the 5, and that's a touchdown run by Bannerman of LaSalle to make it LaSalle. The Rams 27 and Plymouth High School 7. So a 5-yard effort by Martin Bannerman as he took the handoff and scrambles on in. That's his 4th touchdown of the season. That is 3 consecutive touchdowns now by LaSalle to take the lead here at 27-7. Extra point try on its way as Creighton, the right-footed kicker, will try. Ball down, kick on its way. Certainly has a distance, and it is through the uprights. It is 28-7. The Rams of LaSalle leading Portsmouth High School with 15 seconds remaining. So here you go, 5-yard touchdown run by a different touchdown maker. That is 4 different scores today for LaSalle, showing off their offense, flexing their muscles here in the first half, and they have the lead at 28-7 over Portsmouth. Kind of interesting, the dominant team over the last couple of years here in Rhode Island Division I football, Bishop Hendricken, as they picked up a win in the 2011 championship game versus the LaSalle team you're watching down below by the score of 17-14. Bishop Hendricken in a bit of trouble with Cranston East, from what we understand, is that game in the second quarter. Cranston East on top by a touchdown at 14-7. Bishop Hendricken also won the Division I championship in 2010 with a win over Portsmouth, which is kind of interesting. Regular season meeting this year was LaSalle over Portsmouth. Last time they met in a playoff situation, it was Portsmouth defeating LaSalle 23-6. But right now, it's the Rams with the lead at 28-7 as they have scored 21 unanswered points. So 12 seconds remaining till halftime. And it'll be interesting to see what Portsmouth will do. They bring the offense back out. Will they try to throw one downfield? Will they go to a knee? What will they do? Look for the big play. Liam Donovan will come to the near side. Into the slot right goes Greenman. Greenman with 11 touchdown catches on the season. 40 grabs, 919 yards coming in. One of the primary targets for Chavos. Chavos will work out of the gun. He'll take the snap. He's back. He's in trouble, and they're going to sack him. Well, it's just been a dominating performance here in the first half by LaSalle. In on the sack attack that time around was Connor Morenzi, who had that fumble recovery earlier. That's going to do it for the first half of Division I semifinal round football. LaSalle, the Rams 28, and Portsmouth, the Patriots 7. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the second half action. Well, just a couple of minutes right here on the RIIL Interscholastic Network.
try to go without it.
I'll go down later.
I'll wait.
You got extra sheet there.
Oh, no worries.
You sure you're up here? Chilly, huh? Yeah.
No, I was trying to call and I couldn't get through. Oh, that's great. Oh, fantastic. Good. 19-0. Well, yeah. No, he's trying to Moses Brown. I don't know who's winning that Henderson game. Tied 7-7 earlier. Yeah. I think Francis might be a better team, though. Yeah, no. Yeah. It'd be nice if we get there and just get him back from last year, though. But
I was just talking about that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. My goodness.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's better than going down there.
Cheers. Look, let's hope the second half goes as well as the first half.
I was done. I was just waiting to do it.
Totally hysterical.
We lost.
Top of my game.
Tickets, $1,000, parking, $50.
From the Super Bowl.
Yeah. This was the Super Bowl. And then the part of it is beating New York. Chrysler. Okay. So I had two of these. And the other day I was going through my father's drawer where I had t-shirts. Sometimes I get t-shirts along with my pajama bottoms.
Yeah.
So I found this thing. It doesn't say New York Skyhouse. It says beating New York.
Right.
So I said, hey, look at this moment.
It's probably
the
blue.
Jets
Not,
game.
yeah. It's probably blue, not green, but
It's not green, but it worked out.
I remember Martha had that, and I told her I can't bring it over my house. She got me one in the Super Bowl last year. I know East Greenwich is winning, so I'm happy about that. Jeff. out there and it doesn't hurt. Surprised you. Well, I was surprised that you were not calling the after before. Yeah. That was great for them, too. Hey, what's going on with your brother? He didn't show up tonight. Too close to Jimmy. I'm gonna bust his you know what for him. You better come if there's another game. He loves it, his brother. He goes crazy. I said he loves it, Jimmy. He does love coming. Yeah, it's nice. Well, yeah, he definitely knew, yeah, all week. You know what you need to fun. What about old Providence College basketball taking a major step back? The whole Big East, now Tulane's coming into the Big East. See, 2 new teams that are coming. Tulane? Tulane is going to the Big East. They joined it. The leagues are all screwed up. It's unfortunate. It's all money, yeah. I mean, the Big East used to be a great basketball, great, you know, now it's going down. I mean, they don't need these other schools. Yeah, they got Georgetown, the other one. Yeah, when he was gay. Yeah. Yeah. They do. They're not thinking the brains. You're right. Let them play the game, but don't want them to run it. Who's the other two? Tulane and well, Rutgers is going to the ACC. Maryland and Rutgers is going into Big Ten. Yeah, there was another one. Yeah, it wasn't a top team like they're already in it. They did it earlier, you're right. That makes no sense either, but they're in there too. No, I know. Yeah. You shouldn't even call it the Big East anymore. Big East, University of Seattle. They're gonna go in. California. Yeah, yeah. He's been on the kickoff team, though. He's out there for that. No, I don't think so. I think the 50, 60, he's not going to stop until the score is way out of reach. You know how it is. I mean, you can't imagine the playoff game being any different. You never know. What's that? Well, they don't want to do that because if they start getting good, you know what I mean? They're better off keeping the ball down on the ground right now. Oh, they are. Oh. Yeah, they could. I thought that call was terrible. I thought that was so. Yeah. my perch.
All right, welcome right back here to LaSalle Academy. Your halftime score, LaSalle with a lead of 28-7 over Portsmouth as we continue with our coverage of the Division I semifinals right here on the RIIL Interscholastic Sports Network. Interesting first half of football, to say the least. Back and forth they went in the first quarter of play, and some rough and tough play. Both teams coughing the ball up on fumbles, and it was LaSalle cashing in after a turnover, 33-yard drive in just 5 plays. 17-yard pass from the quarterback, Anthony Francis, his 18th touchdown pass of the year, as he hooked up with Tyler Cooper, making his 5th touchdown reception. The extra point was good for a 7-0 lead. Portsmouth came right back as they connected on a 28-yard pass play. Bobby Chavos able to find one of his favorite targets, Sean Tulson, downfield for the score. Extra point tied it at 7. Then LaSalle ran off 3 consecutive touchdowns, a 62-yard run by Joshua Morris, a 1-yard run by the quarterback Francis, and then a 5-yard touchdown run to close out the first half by Martin Bannerman with the extra point. Also good for your halftime lead. The Rams 28 and the Patriots 7. Kickoff from left to right. LaSalle to kick it away. The Patriots to retrieve this kickoff to start the second half. And that kickoff will be returned out to the near side and brought out to about the 17-yard line. On the return here to the near side by Liam Donovan. So Donovan able to advance it out to pretty good field position, I guess, 19. Let's see what they do. Patriots bring it out 1st and 10. Chavos has tried to run the football through the middle. As we mentioned earlier, he has had a terrific year, rushing for over 1,200 yards, but it's been tough sledding today against this LaSalle defense, in particular when they try to test the middle of that defense. Dimitri Ashbury, for one, able to plug up the middle nicely. Chavos will take the snap. He's back to pass. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes down the football, and he's taken down. A penalty marker will be thrown in there late. In on the sack was Ashby. He might have got a part of the face mask. Let's wait and see. And roughing the pass will be the call. I'll tell you what, the coaches who lurk around the press box, they don't like the call at all. You can kind of hear them in the background there, but the officials, they rule it roughing the pass. The second time that call has been made against this LaSalle defense. It has been so tough today. Joshua Morris had a huge hit on Sean Tulson earlier today. Tulson actually came back to the ball game, which was amazing to see because he was level trying to make a touchdown catch back in the first half. But the physical play certainly belongs to LaSalle, and on the scoreboard, the positive result thus far at 28-7, but we still have a second half of football to go. From what I understand from some of the folks who have watched Portsmouth play throughout the season, there's been other games this season when they've been down by plenty, and they've really made some second half adjustments, and they're going to try to do that here today. Officials now talking things over down in the field with 11:48 remaining here in the third quarter, and LaSalle on top 28-7 over Portsmouth. These two teams met back in week number 2 of the regular year back on the 14th of September, and LaSalle came out on top in a home game right here by the score of 42-25. So now let's see what they do. They look to the sideline for the play. The officials, I don't know what they're doing down there. They called roughing the passer, and now they're going to bring the ball back, and that's going to be ruled, I guess, a sack. It'll be second down. It's going to be ruled a sack. After all that, they wave off the infraction. That's what they do. They wave it off, so a sack for Ashby. And that's a loss of close to 5, so it's second down And at 15 to go, they swing a pass out right. Oh, we were just talking about physical play, and how about that? Wow. What a collision. What a collision as Greenman just absolutely leveled, making the catch. Wow. Coming up to lay the lumber on him was Cooper. Neil Cooper. Boy, what a hit. Wow. We've seen a couple of gigantic hits today. Greenman really took a whack. So Morris with a huge hit. Cooper with a huge hit. Those are guys that play at D-back spots and secondary spots coming up to make hits like that. Absolutely incredible. Boy. And Greenman going to the sideline. He's perhaps been the most productive running back from that slot side today in motion into the backfield for Portsmouth. So that is that's a big loss. They did get Tolman back. Wow. It'll be 3rd down and 15, so I think the ball was dislodged on that hit. Anyway, Chavos will take it out of the gun. Wants to throw out to the right. Finds the receiver, and they're going to have enough for the first down on the catch and the run to the far side as McNally, I believe, coming up on the reception on that far side of the field. Got open in the flat out there and had plenty running room to pick it up out to about the 33-yard line. So he got about 18. They needed 15 for the first down. And they'll have a fresh set of downs to work with 11-17 remaining here in the third quarter. What a hit a moment ago. Boy, I tell you. Supposed to work out of the shotgun. Bazniak in the backfield, the block. Here's a throw, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it to the wide receiver, Liam Donovan, and it goes incomplete. He had a bit of space between he and the defensive back on the play, Michael Clark, but Chavos, who's been running out of time trying to set up to throw the football, really pushed up in the pocket a little bit that time around. He'll set up 2nd down and 10 to go. 11-11 remaining here in the third quarter. 28-7 your score. LaSalle on top of Portsmouth. And comes in motion. They hand it off to the motion back and trying to twist it back through the middle was McNally, and he was brought down on the play. So McNally trying to get it back to the middle of the field, and that's actually a loss back to the 30-yard line, so a loss of close to 3. As McNally pressing the action here with the injury to Matt Greenman. I'm looking for Greenman on the sideline over there. I don't see him anywhere as of yet. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 to go from the 30-yard line. Quarterback Chavos will work out of the gun. He's back to pass. He wants to throw. A little pump fake, throws it out right. It is caught by Tolman, and Tolman steps out of bounds out at the 45. Terrific throw to that sideline. He had to thread it in there to Tolman. And that's good enough for 15 and a first down for the Patriots. They maintain possession out to the 45-yard line. They trail 28-7 with 10:27 remaining here in the third quarter of play. As they come up to the line of scrimmage, Portsmouth trying to put together a very impressive drive. It started at their 19. They were faced with 2nd down and 15 converted. Now they want to throw? No. Chavos will put it down. Wants to run, now on the run. He throws downfield, and did they make the catch at the 40-yard line? Let's see what the ruling will be. The officials say yes, indeed. Nice play by Calfang. As he came up with the football, had to go down low to the turf to make the catch and able to grasp it at the 40-yard line, and that's another first down for Portsmouth. Great throw by Chavos on the run. McNally looking to the sideline for the play. Tolman likewise. Receiver coming to the near left is Liam Donovan. They'll offset the backfield. Chavos, the cornerback, will take the snap. He's back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, runs right. Airs it out and dumps it away. The pressure was coming again. I tell you, this LaSalle team not afraid to bust through that line of scrimmage. He had a couple of guys trying to hunt down Chavos on the play. Brown for one, who's had a couple of big plays defensively. He's been part of that LaSalle interior. We're down to 9:51 remaining. Ball resting at the 40-yard line. And it's 2nd down for Portsmouth. McNally goes slot to the right. Receiver coming to the short side left is Liam Donovan. He'll draw a single coverage, but with the fleet-footed Joshua Morris to the near side. Chavos will call his own number, trying to twist back to the middle, and they trip him up as he got it back to the line of scrimmage. That is all. Again, they try to move to the middle. He got 2 injured players down, one aside. Now the Portsmouth player is still down. That was Lippy who made the tackle. Able to stretch out an arm and make that play defensively, it looked like, as the injured Portsmouth player is still down on the field. We got 9:34 remaining here in the third quarter, and LaSalle leading Portsmouth 28-7. And we'll pause for just a moment. All right, welcome right back. It's third down and 10 to go for Portsmouth coming out of the injury timeout. 9:34 remaining in the third quarter. You got Tellman, who has caught a touchdown pass from Chavos here in the ball game. Wide to the right side. McNally goes slot right. Receiver to the near left again is Donovan. Wing out to the right. One back in the backfield for protection. Chavos in trouble. No protection. Going to be sacked again for at least the fourth time here in the ball game. As Lippy able to find his way through the line of scrimmage and trip him up all the way back to the 50. That is a loss of 10, setting up fourth down and about 20 to go for this Portsmouth team. Boy, I tell you, it's been very impressive when you speak of this Ram defense here today. And it looks like Portsmouth's going to punt it away. And they'll take their chances on the defensive side of the ball as Cooper back deep to retrieve the punt at about the 15-yard line. So the punt from the 50-yard stripe. And LaSalle looks like they want to come after it here. High snap, and they just got the kick away. It's high, it's short. It'll bounce at the 32, roll to the 30. That's a 20-yard punt without a return. It was touched down by Willie Morgan of Portsmouth. And LaSalle will take over at their own 30-yard line. Their first opportunity with the football here in the second half. And they lead it 28-7. 4 different touchdown makers in the ball game. Quarterback Anthony Francis has thrown for 1. He's rushed for 1. Other touchdowns by Morris. And, of course, the touchdown catcher in Tyler Cooper. Francis has also run the ball effectively today. They hand it off to Morris. Nothing going up the middle, and he's tripped up as he tried to turn it around the corner. Coming up to make the play was Jake Hatcher. Nice work by Hatcher, a senior on this Portsmouth team. And that ball back towards the 29-yard line, so they lose a yard. It'll be second down and 11 to go. As a quarterback, Anthony Francis will work out of the shotgun. He's back to pass, steps up, throws over the middle, and boy, he threads a needle. And a great catch by De Silva as he was hit very hard but able to hold on. That was an impressive pass by Francis. Maybe a better catch by De Silva on the throw over the middle. Boy, did he zip that in there. And they have it first and 10 at the 45-yard line. So they break the huddle. Actually, really, they don't go without a huddle, don't they? For the most part, is Morris the ball carrier. Able to advance down towards the 48-yard line. They'll be second down and close to 8 to go. Call it a long 8 yards. As Morris with a touchdown run of 62 today. Also a big hit on the defensive side of the ball. Again, they hurry up to the line of scrimmage. 3 to the far side left, 1 to the right. With a hurry-up offense, they hand it off. Morris looking for a hole, scoots downfield. He can dance, spins at the 40, splits through the tackle, down to the 25-yard line. And it took 2 to haul him down. Kelfain for 1 in on the tackle on Morris, as he is just so excited. Got about 27 on the carry. 1st and 10 for LaSalle, leading at 28-7. Last report, Cranston East with a lead over the 2-time defending champions, Bishop Hendricken. We have not got an update in a bit from Bishop Hendricken in Warwick. There's the snap, and Francis, the ball carrier, going over the right side. Anthony Francis able to bring it down towards the 22-yard line before they unravel him. And it'll be 2nd down. And actually going to spot it back towards the 23, so 2nd down and about 8 to go. Francis to work out of the gun, 1 running back in the backfield. That is C.J. Waite, who's just a freshman. Handed off the Waite, trying to drive through the middle. He's grabbed by the ankle, and they slow him down at about the 19-yard line. And on the tackle, doing a nice job for the Portsmouth Patriots, was Medeiros, Luke Medeiros. He'll graduate in 2015. That makes him, I guess, a sophomore, doesn't it? Francis to work out of the gun. 3rd down and about 5 to go for the 1st down. Let's move the ball down toward the 15-yard line to pick up the 1st down here. Receivers left and right. Francis through the middle, drives forward. 1st down, plenty more inside the 10. He was eventually shouldered down in the play by Weiniger. Dallas Weiniger on the tackle as they'll place the ball down towards the 7-yard line, and LaSalle has it 1st and goal to goal at about the 7. Looking to add to their 28-7 lead with 6:02 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. I'll tell you what, been impressed by LaSalle team here today. They have been terrific. Here's a handoff in the backfield, and running straight ahead is Bannerman. They can't bring him down towards the 5. Finally, they gang tackle him at the 4-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and goal to goal. Bannerman with a touchdown run of 5 yards to close out the 1st half. Again, in on the tackle has been a busybody when you take a look at Luke Medeiros down below for Portsmouth. They come up to the line of scrimmage. The big center is Kyle Farley. He's going to snap it to the quarterback Francis in the shotgun, and we get whistles. And we get a timeout here. I believe they need to fix the face mask. Indeed, they do, of Martin Bannerman down below. So, get the equipment timeout. 2nd time we've seen that in the game here, where the officials allow an equipment timeout on the field. Clock starts to tick again, down to 5:11 remaining. 2nd down, goal to goal towards the 4. Francis calls his own number, and he burrows his way towards the goal line. No indication yet. And he's going to be brought down a bit shy towards the 1. Very close to that goal line. It'll be 3rd down and goal to goal. They come up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Francis is going to work under center. Farley to snap it. They go straight ahead as they dig towards the goal line. 2nd effort, and no indication yet by the officials. And now they want to spot the football. And Francis was trying to swim over the top of the pile. They're going to say he was down. He didn't get in. And it'll be 4th down and goal to goal here for LaSalle. I got a feeling they're going to go for it here. They bring, Morris back out. Let's see. I want to make a statement right now. This team on the verge of going to a state championship game. They were there last year and lost to Bishop Hendricken 17-14. They want to get back and prove they're the top team here in the state of Rhode Island. They work with the I backfield. Bantam in the up back. Morris the tail, and penalty markers will fly. He did take some time getting up to that line of scrimmage. It should be delay a game. And that will go against the Rams. And the ball brought back out to the 6-yard line. They're still a bit confused on the sideline on what they want to do here. Well, they had some indecision on what formation to run looked like, and A little Charlie getting up that line of scrimmage, so it cost him 5. So it's 4th down and goal to goal towards the 6-yard line. Francis will work out of the gun. You get the dangerous Morris in the backfield. Receivers left and right. Francis wants to throw. Steps up, has time. Throws it on a line and incomplete. Intended for Chris Jeffrey off the fingertips down towards the goal line. So Portsmouth with a big goal line stand. Boy, that was a big defensive effort by the Patriots, and they get the football back with 3:30 remaining here in the third quarter. But they trail by 21 at 28-7. LaSalle running off 21 unanswered. They had a 7-0 lead at one point in the ball game. Patriots of Portsmouth came flying on back. They tied it at 7, and then LaSalle ran off 3 consecutive. Morris on a 62-yard run. The highlight play of that point barrage in the second quarter. Deep in their own zone. They move it ahead as the quarterback able to carry it, as Chavos able to find some breathing room out towards the 10. That's one of his biggest runs of the ball game, believe it or not. I mean, that defense from LaSalle has been so difficult to run against in the middle. That 4-yard run right there, one of his biggest of the ball game. And 2nd down and about 6 to go. They handed out, I cannot believe it, that Matt Greenman is back into the ball game after the wallop he took earlier. But he's out there, he just carried the ball, tried to turn the corner, and he was shut down on the edge. D'Amico, I believe, may have helped out on the tackle defensively for LaSalle. And we'll set up 3rd down at about 8. Can you believe that Matt Greenman is back in the game? If you witnessed it earlier, you'd probably think he's lights out for the afternoon, for the evening. And he's back in the ball game. He's a hard-nosed young man for the Patriots. Big 3rd down play here for Portsmouth. They'd love to pick up a 1st down. Chavos back the pass. Has some time. No, he doesn't. Going to be hit, dropped, and looked like in the end zone from this angle. That'd be a safety. And the official has not made an indication. I believe they're going to give him some forward progress back to the 1-yard line. Another sack for the LaSalle defense. Well, it looked like Chavos had a little bit of time. The coverage was outstanding downfield. He could not find a receiver. And now Portsmouth is going to punt it away from the back edge of their end zone. I would say that LaSalle is going to get some pretty good field position out of this one. Cooper back deep as a lone safety at the 35-yard line. And there will be a lot of pressure on Matt Greenman to try to punt this ball away. You got a feeling LaSalle is going to come after the football right here. 138 and counting on down here in the third quarter. As the officials now get everybody ready. Down to 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 28-7 your score. Here's a snap. Here comes the rush. He got the kick away. Great work by Greenman just to get it away. It will bounce fortuitously out towards the 28-yard line and skip on back to the 27. So a 26-yard punt by Greenman, but he was under much distress to get it away. So LaSalle will come back out. Fabulous field position, leading by 21 with 1:15 remaining here in the third quarter. It's been a scoreless third quarter thus far, as both teams battling hard here in the third quarter of play. Once again out of town, our last report. Cranston with a lead at 14-7. Cranston East with the lead 14-7 over Bishop Hendricken at the half. Francis wants to throw on 1st down outright. It is caught by Da Silva, and then he's double teamed as he advances down inside the 20-yard line. A couple of guys in on the tackle defensively. It was Jared Thompson helping out along with Sean Tulson. That's a 9-yard pass play out to the right as we're under a minute remaining here in a very quickly moving third quarter of play. Francis, the quarterback, to work out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap, calls his own number, goes straight ahead. He's just so tough to bring down. He's like a bull inside the 15-yard line, picks up the 1st down towards the 13. He just took a tackler for a ride right there, and it's down to 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. LaSalle in command at 28-7. In the backfield, you have Joshua Morris. Francis will work out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Handoff Morris. No, Francis calls his own number. Scoopers in. Touchdown. Unscathed. 13 yards out as he rushes in for yet another score. And the lead grows 34-7. So Francis from 13 yards out unofficially with the run for score. That's 4 unanswered touchdowns now for LaSalle. That's his second touchdown run. He's also thrown for 1. And now the extra point try upcoming. It's Drew Cretin to attempt the extra point. Right-footed kicker. Christopher Rogers is the holder. Ball down, kick on its way. It is up, it's true. It is now 35-7. LaSalle with the lead over Portsmouth with 15 seconds remaining here in the third. All right, we'll step aside, take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Number 23, Drew Cretin, will be kicking off for LaSalle.
All right, welcome right back out of town. Bishop Hendrickson leading by the score of 21-14. That game into the fourth quarter. They have come from behind to take the lead over Cranston East. 21-14. Bishop Hendrickson with the lead out of town in Warwick. We're here in Providence at LaSalle Academy with a gorgeous football facility, athletic facility, and here's a big return down the right side, a positive run, and look at him go as he continues to advance the football down to the 34 on the kickoff return. That's a terrific return. I do believe it was Jared Thompson on the return as he was able to maneuver down that right sideline. Indeed, it was Thompson all the way down to the 35-yard line. As I was checking the out-of-town score, they kicked it off, and I'll tell you what, that was exciting. Got 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Thompson with a gigantic return, fielded it at about the 15 unofficially. So he got about 50 yards on that return as he brings it down to the 35-yard line. That is where Portsmouth will put it in play, 1st and 10. Chavos, the quarterback, to work out of the shotgun. Oh, boy, they have work to do into the fourth quarter. Chavos wants to set up the screen, and it's incomplete. It was thrown low. Bazniak was the intended recipient, just couldn't hold on. It was thrown a little low for Austin as he tried to reach for it. As time expires here in the third quarter. So we're through 3. LaSalle, they have the lead. 35-7 over Portsmouth. Back with the fourth quarter right after these messages.
LaSalle 35, Portsmouth 7.
All right, welcome right back. Nice to be with you all. 12 minutes of football left, and unless we see a miracle finish here by Portsmouth over the final 12 minutes, LaSalle leading it 35-7. At one point in the ball game, it was tied at 7. LaSalle had a 7-0 lead. Portsmouth tied it at 7. From that point on, it has been all LaSalle with 28 unanswered points, including 7 here in the second half. DeVos wants to throw over the middle, finds the receiver. It is caught by Greenman, twisting inside the 5. He'll jog in, touchdown. That's a way to start a fourth quarter on a 35-yard touchdown pass. And Portsmouth is on the board to make it 35-13. At the 35-yard pass, Chavos throwing his second touchdown pass of the ball game. And that one thrown on the mark to Matt Greenman. And now the extra point try upcoming for Portsmouth. Dallas Weiniger to attempt the extra point. He's a left-footed kicker. And this to make it 35-14. Good snap. Kick on its way, and it is through. So Weiniger connects on the extra point, and it's 35-14 with 11:51 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. We'll keep it right here. Nice to see that the public address announcer is here for the second half to add to the festivities here. I had a parents-teachers conference. Of course, this game was scheduled for last night, and due to the inclement weather here in Rhode Island, they decided, and probably a wise decision, to postpone the game till tonight. Although it's chilly outside, certainly no rain, snow, and inclement weather to speak of other than the chill in the air. But it's not chilly inside this press box. It's spectacular. And I have to compliment the folks here at LaSalle Academy on one of the finest high school press boxes that I have been in. And I've been around high school athletics in Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island now for about 25 years, and I've never been more comfortable in all my life. This is it's like being in your living room here today, and the field just absolutely gorgeous. The turf baseball field behind us, just a wonderful, wonderful athletic facility here on the campus of LaSalle Academy. So I applaud the folks for doing great work and wonderful amenities for the student athletes here at LaSalle. And well, they're responding, aren't they? At least here tonight, they're looking to make a bid for a state championship again. The onside kick will be fielded cleanly by Alexander Croce, as the senior able to do a nice job to fall on it there. And LaSalle will have favorable field position to start this drive. 35-14 is your tally. They have the lead. Let's see what they do as they come out. They'll huddle on the sideline and bring the offense out. Anthony Francis, the senior quarterback, having just a wonderful year. He has been absolutely sensational. Looking at some of his statistical information coming on in for the season. He'll hand it off to Morris. This guy, look at him move. Those feet are just so quick. That is a blessing. That's a gift when you can move the feet like that. He leaves players in his wake as he brings it down toward the 44-yard line of Portsmouth. And it'll be second down and about, well, we'll call it 4 to go. Give him 6, a healthy 6 in the carry by Joshua Morris. Morris with that electrifying 62-yard touchdown run earlier today is the official count. Also had a big hit back in the first half. It really set the tone, I think, for the LaSalle defense with a gigantic hit on Tolman. This is Francis to work out of the gun. He calls his own number. Right to the middle he goes. And he's tough to bring down. With a second effort, he's down toward the 35-yard line. Finally hauled down around the waist by Matt Greenman. And they'll place it officially at the 36-yard line. That's good enough to move the chain. LaSalle very content to keep it on the ground and take some time off that clock. They have the lead at 35-14. Joshua Morris will check out of the lineup. So at last report, Bishop Hendricken coming from behind to take the lead over Cranston East, 21-14. So it looks like it could be something that turns into a rematch of last year's Division I championship game. They've come back to tie. Cranston East has come back to tie at 21. So they got a dogfight going on. And Warwick, right here, a good one between the Rams and the Patriots, with the Rams leading at 35-14. So Cranston East in a seesaw battle right now with the defending state champion Bishop Hendricken as they are tied at 21. Here we come up to the line of scrimmage. Ball resting inside the 40-yard line. Receiver going to the far right side is Wilson. They can stretch the field with Wilson, and they'll hand it off in the backfield, trying to find some running room. And brought down. Although now we got a penalty marker thrown away from the play as we had some shenanigans after the whistle. The ball carrier able to go straight ahead. Funade, I believe, the ball carrier, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I'll have to get that for the public address announcer. If he wasn't at his meeting tonight, teachers' parent meetings, I would have chatted with him before the game on a couple of these names, but hopefully we got it right. Down to 9:37 remaining here in the contest. One of those names where you do the best you can with it. That's what I found out. Down press row. Okay, I feel good about that. All right, third down, about 13 to go. Funny into the backfield. Francis, the quarterback, and penalty markers will fly. By the way, it looks like they were offsetting penalties on that play, or at the tail end of that last play, and now a 5-yard penalty against LaSalle. They're backed up to about the 44-yard line of Portsmouth. And the 9:25 and ticking down. Receivers go left and right. Anthony Francis, the quarterback, to work out of the shotgun. You might think it's a passing situation here on third down and a bundle to go. He's back to pass, steps up, wants to throw, airs it out, beautiful spirals, got a receiver! Oh, Tyler Cooper had it, then he didn't as he dropped it on the far sideline. That was a pretty pass, however. That was well thrown. Cooper, who's been so good on both sides of the ball, just couldn't haul that one in. And it brings up fourth down, and LaSalle content to punt it away with a lead at 35-14 with 9:06 remaining. Well, this will be a big possession for Portsmouth. If they want to get back into the ball game, they were to score and score quickly. It would make it interesting, wouldn't it? Here's the punt. And the fair catch called for. So the line of scrimmage was a 44. Fair catch made at the, we'll call it the 14-yard line. So a punt of close to 30 yards without the return by Matt Greenman. Greenman with a touchdown catch here in the second half for Portsmouth. 35-14 your scores. Portsmouth will bring out the offense here. They'll spread the field with receivers. They need points desperately. DeVos, one of the captains of the Portsmouth Patriots football team here in 2012. He's back to pass, throws it out right. Timing play, incomplete. He was hit again, knocked down as he tried to throw. It has been a very, very long night for Chavos here tonight, as that pass intended for one of his favorite targets coming out to the near side here, Sean Tulson. Tulson with a touchdown catch today. So Tulson and Greenman have caught touchdown passes from Chavos. He's been under pressure throughout. He's been hurried numerous times, and he's been sacked probably 6 times, I'm guessing. At least 6 times. Receivers left and right. Got a wing out to the right side. Here comes the attack again. He's back to pass. Will screen it downfield, and that's incomplete. Spazniak was the intended receiver as it goes incomplete. Austin Spazniak is a hard-nosed young man and try to get out there and get open for the cornerback on that screen. They just couldn't connect on it. And it'll be third down and 10 here for Portsmouth. Was the incompletion will stop the clock with 8:48 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bobby Chavos, the senior, trying to use all that experience to bring the Patriots back into this game. Receivers left and right. You got 5 across that defensive front, and they may have jumped. The Rams were anxious to read that snap count right there, and they may have jumped. Encroachment might be the call. Let's wait and see. Patriots certainly hope so. And that will be a 5-yard penalty against LaSalle, and the ball brought out to the 24-yard line, setting up third down and 5 to go for Portsmouth. They all take a look at the wristband. As they come up to the line of scrimmage, they send a receiver, McNally, in motion out to the left side. There's a snap. Chavos wants to throw out left. That pass incomplete. McNally, the slot receiver there, was trying to make the catch. He was spun around like a top by Bannerman. Bannerman with a touchdown today defensively. And it brings up fourth down. So let's see what Portsmouth will do here. They're down by a whole slew of points, 35-14. They need 21. 8:43 left. Fourth down and 5 from their own 24. They're going to go for it here. Chavos will work out of the shotgun. And flags will fly. Had a lot of penalties in this game. A couple of personal foul penalties. That's a legal procedure against the offense. So it becomes now 4th down and 10 as they bring the ball back to about the 14-yard line. So 8:43 remaining. At least they stopped the clock without using a timeout on the penalty, right? Momentarily. Always looking for the positives. Slot to the right side is Matty Greenman. He might be the player to watch in this formation. Chavosa work out of the gun. Here's a snap, and it's through his hands. Picks it up at the 5. Sets up the throw. He's in trouble. He's going to be sacked inside the 5, back towards the 2-yard line. The snap was low. It created problems. Lippy and company able to get into that backfield. Arcioni helping out. He's been terrific. Nick, the sophomore linebacker. And they'll take it over on downs inside the 5 at the 4-yard line with 8:20 left. So LaSalle might be booking a ticket for a championship game. They're 8:20 away. If they cash in here, they go up by 4 scores. As Francis and company out there again. They hand it off. And the run to the near side, that was stretched out nicely by the Patriot defense as Waite tried to carry in. Trying to turn the corner to the near side here, and he was brought down to play. Matt Greenman helping out on the tackle once again. He's been all over the field. Also, Sam McNally got his hat in on the ball carrier Waite. Play coming in from the sideline. Odafunde coming back into the ball game. He's in the backfield. They work with he'll be the up back. The tail will be Waite. Receivers left and right. We see a lot of New Jersey numbers in that lineup for LaSalle, and they carry towards the goal line. Off the right side goes Waite, and he's down towards the 1. We'll set up 3rd down and goal to goal here for LaSalle. Down under 8 minutes remaining in the contest. Once again out of town, Bishop Hendricken and Cranston East in a good battle. Last report tied at 21. Winner of that game to take on the winner of this one for the Division I state championship. Francis to work under center. He has scored 2. Handoff, Waite goes right towards the end zone, and he's going to be driven down. He didn't get in. Portsmouth with a couple of pretty good goal line stands here in the second half. And sets up 4th down and less than a yard to go for LaSalle and a touchdown. This one to go over the 40-point plateau for the second time this season against Portsmouth. They had a 42-25 win earlier this year, back on the 14th of September. Quarterback goes straight ahead. Francis in for the score. That's his 3rd of the ball game. He's also thrown for 1, and there you go. The lead grows to 41-14 on the Francis run straight ahead. So from 1 yard out, Francis calling his own number, will score. And he scored on a 1-yard run back in the first half, a 13-yard run here in the second half, and now that 1-yarder again. He has also thrown a couple of actually 1 touchdown pass in the ball game, just one of those. That was way back in the first quarter, but it was a beauty. Extra point try is on its way. It is up, and Creighton puts it through the uprights. He's been dependable, and the lead grows to 42-14. So 42-14 is your score with 6:54 remaining. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more right after these messages, right after this. All right, welcome right back. It's a pretty wild one taking place at Bishop Hendricken. Bishop Hendricken has gone back on top of Cranston East by the score of 28-21. Right here, it looks like LaSalle, the Rams, will play in that Division I championship game against one of those two as they're in the fourth quarter. It's a wild one, 28-21. Bishop Hendricken with the lead over Cranston East. So there you go. You know, when you take a look at, they do have it. I just got to find it here in my mess of paperwork. Kickoff coming from right to left. And the kickoff will sail down to about the 30 without much of a return there. And that is where the Patriots will put it in play, 1st and 10 here in this game. So I had it somewhere. No, I'll find it. I had the schedule for LaSalle. Because I do believe, I won't be able to find it for you folks. If I do, I'll pass it along. Pass out to the left, and again, it's well read by that LaSalle defense as, once again, Greenman tackled immediately after the throw from Chavos, and will set up 2nd down and about 13. So they lost about 3 yards on the play as they continue to try to figure out a way to get something going here. There we go. I found it. I knew I'd find it with some persistency. Chavos to work out of the gun. 2nd down. About 13 to go. Wants to throw out to the right. Finds his favorite target. That Greenman makes the catch. Dances to lose one tackler and brings it across the 40 and out towards the 42-yard line before he's brought down in the play. Well, LaSalle beat Cranston East earlier this year in early November, on November 2nd, 41-13. They also beat Bishop Hendricken on November 9th, 28-7. So LaSalle, who finished with a league record at 8-0, 9-1 overall, beating those two teams during the regular season. So you might make them the odds-on favorite, right? As they will get one of the two again, as Bishop Hendricken once again leading Cranston East 28-21 on a barn burner in the fourth quarter there. Right here, it's 42-14. Patriots moving the ball out towards the 42-yard line. Chavos to work out of the shotgun. Here on 2nd down and 10. Takes a snap, he's back to pass. Here comes a rush, he's hit, ball batted away, and they'll rule that an incomplete pass. Good call by the official. He had the arm moving forward. Looks like the ball will come out of the hand. Again, that rush coming right at him. Martin Bannerman in that backfield. He has been so difficult to contain throughout this game as Bannerman from that linebacker spot. So it brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Patriots, down to 5:04 and counting down here in the fourth quarter of play. Chavos to work out of the shotgun. You got the one running back in the backfield. Vespasiak, throw up ahead. It's bobbled, caught on the bobble by Greenman, and he's brought down immediately. That's a short gain. Coming up to make the tackle was De Silva. Let me check that. I'll correct myself on that. That was 42 coming up. D'Amico making the tackle. So nice work by D'Amico to come up and make the play. And it'll be 4th down and about 4.5 yards to go for the Patriot 1st down. Go without the huddle. Receivers left and right. They need to pick up the 1st down, have any hopes of trying to get back into this thing. Chavos back to pass. Here comes a rush. He airs it out downfield, throws up a jump ball. Tipped and nearly caught by Tillman. Oh, boy, right there. Greenman had a chance. Tillman tried to get the tip, and it goes incomplete. LaSalle will take over and down with 4:12 remaining, leading it 42-14. What an effort here today. Mr. Francis certainly leading the way with the 3 touchdowns. It's been a lot of fun. Where are they going to play the Division I championship game? Where are they going to play? Yeah, where? The D1 game? at Cranston Stadium. Division I game will be at Cranston Stadium on Sunday. There's a handoff on the backfield. Nothing brewing that time around. That was Wheaton Woodard. I believe the ball carrier that time it was. Isaiah Wheaton gets a chance to carry. They take the Woodard off the back end of his name up in the press box here. Play coming in from the sideline. As you have a new quarterback on, that is Jace Pina, a freshman quarterback. Only threw a couple of passes during the regular part of the season. You have Christian Garcia going to the wide side right, and Court coming near left, and they'll run it back up to the middle of the ball on the ground. It's picked up and it's held on to the near side. That ball was fumbled away but held on to. As Underfunde able to make the play. I don't know how close I am with that name, but giving it the best effort we can. It'll be third down, and let's call it about 16 to go for the first down here. Down under 3 minutes left. As really both these teams right now just playing out the final moments of this one. Down under 3 minutes left. Certainly the outcome not in doubt now with LaSalle leading it 42-14. Trying to make their way back to a championship game for the second consecutive year. I get a feeling they're waiting for Bishop Hendricken. I think that's the team they want. You would think it is, right? As Bishop Hendricken able to beat LaSalle in the championship game last year, 17-14. As it'll be fourth down, and they're going to punt it away from right to left. Down to 2:14 and ticking on down here in the fourth quarter of play. We'll recap the scoring for you as we progress through the final couple of minutes of play. And it's going to be quite a finish for LaSalle. A great run here in 2012 for Portsmouth. Coming into this tournament, I believe, as the third seed. There's a high punt. Will bounce down at about the 35 and roll and roll and roll. And touchdown towards the 21. 1:44 remaining. It was LaSalle jumping out to a 7-0 lead back in the first quarter of play as they turned a fumble, recovery, and decent return, by the way, by Morenzi downfield. I think he returned it some 35 yards or so. Set up a 33-yard drive. Was capped off on the 17-yard touchdown pass from the outstanding quarterback, Anthony Francis, to one of his favorite targets, Daniil Cooper. Extra point was good. They had the 7-0 lead. Chavot still slinging it, throws it downfield, and that is going to be incomplete. Portsmouth had a positive run as they were able to take the next possession, move it downfield, and score in a 28-yard pass play as Chavot's hooked up with a Tulson. Extra point good. We were tied at 7. Then it was all LaSalle. They scored 4 consecutive touchdowns. Highlight reel effort by Joshua Morris on his 62-yard touchdown run to make it 14-7 after the extra point. And then Francis scored his first of 3 on the ground, the quarterback plunging in from a yard out to make it 21-7 after the extra point. Then he had a 5-yard touchdown run to close out the first half by Martin Bannerman with the extra point good for the 28-7 halftime lead as that run goes straight ahead. The lead would lengthen to 35-7 in the third quarter on a 13-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Anthony Francis before Portsmouth finally stopped the 28-point consecutive run there with a 35-yard pass play. It was a beauty as Chavot's hooked up with Matt Greenman, who certainly deserved to score a touchdown today the way he's played on both sides of the ball. They would add an extra point, 35-14, and then you had Francis with that one-yard plunge here in the fourth quarter to make it 42-14 as Tolman makes the catch. Ramble down the sideline, out to the 40, down to about 42 seconds remaining here. As this one has been an interesting game. 35-21 now, Hendricken on top as they have opened up a 14-point lead. So it might be safe to say, because that game's got to be moving deep into the fourth quarter, that LaSalle and Bishop Hendricken will meet for the Division I football crown on Sunday. That's a rematch from last year's game. DeVos playing in his final game in a Portsmouth uniform, running downfield. The captain able to break free to the 45 to pick up the first down. So nice run by Chavos. One of the few times tonight he's been able to break free. We're down to the final 5 seconds as LaSalle is going to win this semifinal round game. Convincing fashion, 42-14. They're victorious. In the last report, 35-21. Hendrickson on top of Cranton East, and it looks like you're going to get a rematch from last year's game. Francis, the star, you might say. He scores 3 times. The highlight run by Morse was incredible. The entire LaSalle defense certainly deserves a slap on the backside. For our production crew in the background, great work. Your final score from LaSalle Academy: the Rams 42 and the Patriots 14. Thanks for tuning in to the Rhode Island Interscholastic League play. Goodbye, everybody.